Hello, everybody. Now, considering that my tournament is in 2 days for playoffs for nationals, I'm actually going to post two today. So, this is the first of them. And in this game, I played with a 93% accuracy, pretty much perfect game, brilliant move. And why? Well, because he lost on the first move. Now, you may be asking, well, how does an opponent, especially, someone who's pretty strong, he's definitely way stronger than 1400. He beat one of the 2000s. How does someone this good lose on the first move? Well, he played the Caro Kann against me. So I played e4, and he played the aforementioned opening. Now, frankly, he has a death wish for playing this. I think anyone does if I'm playing e4 and then they play the Caro Kann. You don't believe me? Are you a Caro Kann player? Womp womp. Watch and learn. Fantasy. Bishop g4. All main line. You've seen this before. It's in the round one recap. That'll be somewhere over here. And he took. And now, immediately after taking, I don't know why he did that. Frankly, I think he was caring too much about this pawn. And he told me after the game that he actually remembered that it was bishop h5 or knight d7, but I won't go over theory as already stated. Maybe I'll make a video on this opening. But he took, and I won for move 6. It's game over here. Don't believe me? Watch. I take with the queen. We take the pawn. He guards the pawn and his pawn. It's move 7 at state. He is undefeated. He has beat a 2000. His move 7, and it is +3. So I took. I say, you know what? You can't even take with your queen because I take your pawn anyways. Uh-oh, that sucks. So he goes bishop c5, and he's thinking, oh, I'm so smart, I cut him off from castling. Now I'm just going to go here and here, or he's going to find a way, or he's going to go here and here, and nice and easy. Well, I have different plans, and I'm going to introduce my method of attacking, because I think this is like a pretty much perfect display of how to just eviscerate someone. So when you're attacking in chess, there's pretty much two things that you always want to do, which is the first, you always want to keep track of the initiative. Now, the initiative, most of you should know what that is, but pretty much every single one of your moves comes with a threat. It forces them to respond so they can't go after their plans. And the initiative is when that also improves your position. So take my move, queen f3. This gets initiative against this pawn. He has to defend. I take. He doesn't really have to do anything here. So the first rule is keep making threats. I think Magnus said it once, but if you make 10 threats in a row, a grandmaster will blunder because no one can handle that pressure. So you may be thinking, well, at the level that, assuming that you're not like 2300 online, the thing is that you're going to be so preoccupied about the beginning of the game. Like, okay, oh no, he's cut off my castling. So maybe I can go here and here, or I can try and trade or get this bishop out of here. Well, he's stopping us from castling, but please do tell me why we care. Rook f1. Initiative. Immediate adds another attacker. 3 attackers, and he literally can't defend the pawn. It is +4 in his move 9. I don't think he saw this move coming. I think he was like, oh no, he's going to be so frustrated now. How is he going to get to my king? His king, I can tell you how we're going to get to his, but I don't care about casting. I care about making a threat. So rule number 1, keep following it. Make a threat. He goes here, and now this actually was really smart because if I take, he gets free development, and sure, I can like maybe get some sort of activity, but this just isn't good. So I was sitting here, and I'm like, okay, what's the rule? Which is rule number 2. Do not help your opponent. No matter what, do not help them solve the problems. What are his problems? This knight can't develop, and the king is stuck in the center. The moment we play a normal move, one of those is getting fixed, and the game is suddenly equal. We lose everything except our king is the one in the center. So I find queen h5. It's just a really nice move. Pretty much, I'm trying to either get the king to permanently revoke castling or to make a weakness. Neither are good. He makes a weakness, which now weakens all these squares, and furthermore makes it harder for this to develop. And so I go back to h3. Queen h4, I was debating after I checked here and he went here whether to go to um, f3 or h3, but I figured h3 lets me connect, and h3 actually, funnily enough, tactically stops him from taking here because I have this. Um, so just a nice sequence, but I only saw queen h4 and I figured there wasn't much better, and then I found queen h3. Um, Unfortunately, I'm not good enough at calculating to find that idea from afar. But then he pushes f5, and suddenly he's getting desperate. Because notice how throughout the whole game, I've only need 3 pieces, and he has nothing developed. Well, as the advantage grows and grows, it is about stopping what he wants, which now the knight can't develop, keeping his promise, the king in the center, and initiative. So I stop here. I say, okay, a big problem is that he wants to develop the knight. Pawn stopping that. So guard the pawn. Now he develops. I bet he felt very, very proud of himself for being able to develop. But he can't castle. Because, uh-oh, this bishop. So I honestly didn't know what to do here. So the computer gives this really nice line, which is bishop f7. Just beautiful. And king has a move, but if you take, win the queen. I didn't see that. I kind of just thought, okay, I'm going to take, opened up, and the computer's going to say, oh, now it's only plus 4.4. Okay. Knight takes, and now I develop. Now you may be like, well, how does this, you know, like, how does this follow the rules? Well, it's following standard development rules. We bring another piece in the game, and it actually is coming with a threat. And I am, yes, threatening to castle, because that stops his other desire, which is to develop the knight and castle queenside. Or honestly, I could just go full like king and king in a box mode, bring my rook over d1. But he goes here, which if he's going to let me castle, I'm going to take it. And suddenly another piece is brought into the game. He checks me and I move. I obviously do not want to trade queens here because this would just result in a way worse position. So if I just move, takes. Now he goes here. And I calculated for like 10 minutes. 10 whole minutes I spent here, and it was deciding between 2 things. The king cannot be allowed to castle. So we have 3 ways to do it, all of which are tactics. Rook takes d7, bishop f7, rook takes f5. Calculating, and quickly this is what I saw. I saw there takes. I was even thinking of sacking a second rook. And I saw that after this, he goes here and I don't have a follow-up check. Okay, no bueno. That doesn't work. So maybe I can go here. Here. And then I was like, okay, maybe I can push. Maybe I can now sack and then go here, but I'm always just going to run into back rank problems. So I pretty quickly figured out that this just isn't that good. And then I was like, you know what, maybe this could be good. But now I was even thinking that he could just castle here and like, yeah, you'd be down another piece, but maybe it's better than getting checkmated, than instant death. But eventually I kind of just decided to be fancy and I took his knight. So yes, this does get a brilliant move by the chess.com game review. I'll turn it on for the rest of the game just so you can, see the prestige. I want to crash out. Anyways, rook, I sacrificed the rook. Boom. Anyways, he took back, and now the point of it is so that I can stop him from castling once and for all. He moves in the line of fire, and another threat. He ups, check. King has to move, and now I take here. Pretty much, I'm just ensuring that if he checks me, I can guard my back rank. The king cannot be allowed to connect the rooks, and now I'm simply going to checkmate him. King in a box. He goes here. Now, what's his plan? Follow the second rule. What does our opponent want? He wants to go here and here. Stop it. King's in the box. He goes here. Boop. And I just sneak my queen. And look at that. We just go boop. Or rather, boop, boop. Sneak the queen in. And now threatening to go here and here. So he pushes. I push. That's bad. He doesn't know what else to do, and I put my bishop here and he resigns. I locked the fuck in. And let's just say in the next round I was up against the #1 guy, and well, guess you'll have to find out later today.